The term Sigma Man is thrown around a lot in society. This type of personality, through the combination of intelligence, a highly delusional person, and a strong sense of independence, can be seen to represent the pinnacle of independence and power. The Sigma male is seen as a self-sufficient individual, someone who works outside of conventional social hierarchies and forges his own path. His ability to think critically and stay on top of things makes him highly valued and respected. When male Sigma characteristics come together in the right constellation, they create a wonderful image. Her ability to solve problems creatively makes people fall in love with her mystery, and her independence allows her to stick to her values without being swayed by social pressure. In many ways, the Sigma man is the epitome of personal success and inner strength. He is often portrayed as a lone wolf who lives alone, unfazed by the constraints of social norms. However, this idea overlooks an important aspect of the Sigma male's personality: the dark potential that accompanies these traits. Just like any personality trait, the traits that contribute to the Sigma personality's appeal and effectiveness can have negative consequences if not managed properly. The Sigma male's independence, while empowering, can be lonely at times. His critical thinking, if left unexamined, can be overwhelming. The aura of mystery that attracts people, in its extreme form, leads to distrust and suspicion. There are two sides to every coin. The Sigma personality is like a very exciting and inspiring person who can turn into something very toxic when seen in the wrong way. His strong desire and reluctance to follow sometimes become almost rebellious, and his desire for privacy turns into secrecy. The characteristics that are valued often appear, under certain circumstances, in ways that are contradictory, alienating, or manipulative. Understanding male Sigma requires looking beyond the surface. While his strengths are clear, it's also important to recognize the potential pitfalls of his personality traits. Examining the pros and cons of these features, a very good picture of the importance of Sigma's masculine image can be found. Stay tuned for more on Sigma male's dark side with this blockbuster guide to Sigma's dark side. Here are some dark traits found in the Sigma male 15. The healthy Sigma male is known for wanting to do things his own way. He has a hard time believing without bending his beliefs and behavior to the needs of others. On a positive note, this is a very useful feature for Sigma, as it allows him to regenerate and stick to his stomach as often as necessary. However, when presented in a negative context, the Sigma male can be stubborn and unwilling to listen to others. This difficulty can isolate him from peers and limit his ability to adapt to new information. 14. Sigma males are known as lone wolves in society, outside of traditional social hierarchies, acting on their own terms and not answering to others. Basically, being outside of the social hierarchy is a good second nature to a Sigma male. It's also common for those around him to not question the fact that he's going his own way. But when a Sigma man's personality turns dark, his aloof nature can appear secretive or suspicious to others. In a healthy Sigma male, his calm demeanor is the difference between privacy and secrecy. Conversely, a bad brand may use privacy as a defense to avoid accountability. 13. Using other Sigma males are known to have many qualities that endear themselves to those around them. Her independence and free-thinking spirit are shared by the men around her, making her a beautiful and attractive sight for women. Basically, this trait allows the Sigma male to go through life doing his own thing while respecting and living in harmony with his surroundings. But when Sigma's masculine qualities are seen in a bad way, his natural beauty can be a bad tool. A dark Sigma can use their charm to manipulate those around them, often without realizing it. 12. Compassion. The Sigma male is truly a lone wolf who prefers to keep to himself. But that doesn't mean he doesn't care about others. The care of the Sigma man is very sincere and practical, something that is carefully developed and achieved over a long period of building trust. However, the evil Sigma male finds his independence bordering on indifference, as he no longer cares about those around him. In order to maintain mental health, it is important for the Sigma male to remember that independence does not equal independence. He needs to be able to work with and support others so that he doesn't feel lonely. 11. Distant Sigma people often can't resist being distant. He goes his own way and sees his company as more empowering than others. This, and the fact that his mind is different from most of the people around him, means that from the outside it is mysterious and difficult to read. In a health context, this can work to Sigma's advantage as it increases a person's appetite. 10. Individuality. The Sigma man is very focused and dedicated to his interests. Sigma men often lose themselves in a new hobby or passion and devote their time and energy to whatever interests them. This intense focus and thoughtfulness of the Sigma man is one of his greatest assets and one of the main reasons why Sigma men have found positions of power and financial success. However, if left unchecked, this high level of focus can border on dangerous single-mindedness, with Sigma males unable to see beyond their own mental bubble. It is important for the Sigma man to remember that there is space beyond him, and once he realizes this, he can grow and succeed. 9. Coldness. Especially a Sigma man who is focused on his own ideas or opinions, it is difficult for him to show interest and passion to those around him. Often, those who are close to the Sigma male know that this is a result of his naive and reserved nature. However, when combined with traits like indifference and secrecy, the Sigma man comes off as a very cold character. Some Sigma males tend to avoid developing what some would call a cold, tough exterior. Developing emotional intelligence and compassion can help alleviate this condition. 8. Humbly. Sigma man is a deep thinker. He values prudence, thinks his thoughts carefully, and doesn't jump to a decision. As a result, the Sigma male is very confident in his beliefs and behavior. For many Sigma people, this confidence is one of their best qualities and serves as their ticket to success and respect. However, when combined with other negative traits, the intelligence and confidence of a Sigma person can end up being demeaning. The Sigma male shows his courage to belittle those around him, losing the gentleness and beauty that makes him so powerful. It is important for Sigma men to remain humble and appreciate the value of different perspectives. 7. Uncertainty. Since the Sigma man still follows his inner instinct for instructions given by the superior, it is very difficult for outsiders to predict the behavior of the Sigma or to understand how Sigma's behavior is calculated. Moving on to healthy Sigma people, well, this is difficult to cause problems for those around them. His friends are always aware that his Sigma form is at work and have enough faith and trust in his abilities to allow him unexpected freedom. However, if Sigma people behave in such a way that they are a bit sad, it can cause problems for those around them. It can create an environment of confusion and uncertainty. 6. Overthinking. Overthinking is something almost all Sigma men struggle with at some point in their lives. Wisdom is a natural result of having a high level of knowledge and an inquisitive and practical mind. It is not unusual for many Sigmas to be frustrated by their ability to think critically. This behavior can often be controlled, and when controlled, can become a useful technique for deep meditation in everyday life. But if left unchecked, this situation can turn negative, and the Sigma male's ability to grow is limited. It is important for Sigma men to think and learn strategies to achieve their ideals. 5. The chauvinist alpha. The Sigma male has a level of confidence and self-confidence that those around him find admirable. It can sometimes be lost. The Sigma man lets his ego grow, and he is sometimes very honest about his beliefs. At worst, this can come across as a bully and not caring about the opinions of others. If a Sigma person develops a negative combination of personality traits, he can set himself apart from others with his confidence and direct behavior. Cultivating compassion and openness to different perspectives can help in this regard. 4. Quick to judge. The way he looks. The Sigma man is a very intelligent person. The result of this is that he often believes in his ability to make quick decisions about people and situations around him. In many cases, this is very believable because the social characteristics of the Sigma male are well coordinated. But if left unchecked, a Sigma male can take this too far and end up being too quick to judge. He can make decisions without thinking about whether there are mistakes or errors in his understanding of the situation. Building patience for more information can help with this problem. 3. A dark moral compass. When a Sigma male decides to follow his own path in life, one that is far outside the expectations of traditional social norms, he finds himself constantly developing. He has his own unique moral code. His set of morals and standards that he holds to himself are standards that he has carefully constructed for himself after much thought and reflection. A Sigma man is usually more committed to his moral code and sticks to it. However, in the case of the Sigma male, his deplorable, disrespectful disregard for the moral expectations of mainstream society can his behavior in ways that are frowned upon by many. Thus, it is important for Sigma men to reevaluate their moral beliefs and consider their impact on others too. Courage, the ability to remain humble despite one's flaws, is something that is valued and admired by those who meet a Sigma man. His humble demeanor is part of what makes him so successful, and those around him trust him and speak from the heart, not trying to raise his money or seek power. Or when a Sigma male loses his humility, he is able to quickly let the dark side that seems arrogant and prideful separate from him. Maintaining self-esteem and acting humble helps control pride. 1. Pessimistic Sigma's deep and thoughtful nature, along with his position outside the social hierarchy, means that the Sigma male often sees things as they are. He is not convinced by social ideas and may think that he sees the truth of the world in a way that blinds those around him. What makes this worse is when the Sigma male allows himself to be delusional, believing that everyone around him is a fake or an idiot, and he's the only one who sees it. In the circumstances, Sun Sigma understands that the world is much more than this, and it is important to remember that each person has their own unique perspective. So there you have it. Sigma man traits. Knowing the strengths and weaknesses of these traits will give you a better perspective on what it means to engage this type of person. Although the Sigma male is admired for his intelligence, independence, and emotional beauty, it is important to realize that these traits can have less than desirable results if not managed carefully. The characteristics that make him attractive can also create challenges not only for him, but also for those around him. The Sigma male journey is one of self-discovery and growth. He must find a delicate balance between exploiting his strengths and addressing his weaknesses. Her strong desire to be alone and self-reliant, while empowering, sometimes leads to isolation or withdrawal from others. His great intelligence and critical thinking skills can provide deep insight, but if left unchecked, can also promote pessimism or judgmental attitudes. It is an approach that requires constant reflection and adaptation. When exploring Sigma personality traits, one must also understand how these traits interact with the broader social context. A Sigma man who works outside of hierarchies and traditions is strong and bound. His unique approach to life and relationships often challenges society's expectations and provides a new perspective on success and happiness. However, this difference can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts, especially when others perceive his behavior through a more common perspective. Similarly, to know a Sigma male is not just to know his characteristics. It's about seeing how they express themselves in different situations and relationships. For example, her neutrality may be interpreted differently depending on whether it is seen as a personal boundary or barrier to the relationship. His confidence is seen as inspiring by some and arrogant by others. The context in which these characteristics are presented determines the impact and gain. Finally, acknowledging the complexity of the Sigma man requires acknowledging the duality of his human nature. It's about appreciating the unique strengths he brings to the table and also recognizing the dangers that come from his more complex characters. This balanced perspective can increase understanding of not only the Sigma personality, but how he interacts with the world around him. By examining the positive and negative aspects of Sigma humanity, we gain valuable insight into the human experience in general. Each character, whether strong or weak, contributes to a diverse and dynamic personality. As with any type of person, the key lies in self-awareness and personal growth. The Sigma human journey, is a testament to the complexity of human nature and the constant struggle for balance and human understanding. So, as you think about the characteristics of the Sigma male, consider how these characteristics play out in real-life situations and personal relationships. Knowing this complementary image will lead to more interactions and more love, both for Sigma men themselves and those they meet.